A teacher from, this lady was from hell.
Are there new developments on it?
Dude, I don't like math either. Okay, well, keep going. I'm sorry. Hello, everyone, and we are back with Talkback for Teens. Before we left, I was sitting down talking to some of the Talkback for Teens alumni, and we were talking a little bit about freshman year in both high school and in college, and about some of their experiences and some of the things that they've been through this past year. We're continuing the conversation right now. Thank you guys for still being here with me. And now I want to kind of get into a little bit of the bad teachers that you guys may have had to deal with. I'm sorry. So tell me about some of those experiences with those teachers, because they can tend to be a little edgy at times.
I feel like they're much more eccentric once you get to college. Like, I've had a professor that I swear, he just comes across as like the most stereotypical stoner. Like, you know what I mean?
Now, for our viewers, tell us, what does that mean?
It just does. Like, I don't know. Like, just first of all, his name was Professor Chill. And like,
by request, or was that his last name?
His last name was Chill. And my friend was telling me about how he taught the history of coffee. This was one of the classes you could take. And it was just a fascinating class. Like, I don't know. He was just a really chill professor, like always listened to music, just kind of not always there, spacey, just kind of out of it, but always like very intelligent when you talk to him. I had a professor, Professor Klein, that would like we'd watch movies in class, and they would be not related to the chapter at all, and you just give up by like week 4 by trying to catch up with the chapter. I had no idea what was going on. And you go and you listen to these class movies. There was this one episode that we watched. It was a case study about a boy that I guess he had like a terrible incident with circumcision, and the intern, I swear, they turned him into a woman, and then he didn't know until he was 14 years old when they started giving him hormones that he was actually a man at one point because they had some surgeries. And he raised his entire life, he thought he was a female, and then he thought he was a male. And then he went through this transitioning thing where he went back to being a female, and he now is permanently a male in his 50s. And it was a whole documentary on it. And we're like, how does this have to do with anything?
Sounds interesting.
That's interesting, though, yeah.
It was interesting.
It really
Like a
was.
psychology class?
This is a psychology
That
class.
kind of makes sense.
It's applicable
Human
to the
growth and
topic.
development. It was weird. We watched all this kind of stuff, and he was the most fascinating professor. Like,
Well, yeah, we never have to deal with that at RIT because we have the best professors ever. Psych, no. That's not true. I had a teacher that I took for one of the classes. I'm not going to say what it was or who the teacher's name is. I'm going to let you stay anonymous out there. But what she would do is she would just give us these assignments, and she would tell us what the assignments were in class. And then by next class, when you wanted to clarify or ask her how you wanted to do it, she would say she didn't say that. And you clearly, you know me, I'd like to take really, really good notes so I remember what I have to do. So I would take notes and listen to her and hear what she said. Like, I know you said it. The only way to have even more evidence would be for me to record it. But I know you said it. And then I get to class and she tells everybody, that's not what I told you to do. That's not what I wanted you to do.
I had a professor like that.
But I think it was kind of because she would wait like 5 minutes before she got to class to actually figure out what she wanted us to do. So she never could really remember what was going on. Mm-hmm. It was just really, really spacey, and it was just really weird. But she ended up giving me an A.
There you go.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter.
I said at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. I had one paper that I had done for that professor similarly. At the end of the semester, we had to do 5 projects, and he turned it out, and it was the wrong thing. And he's like, just for all the effort, even though you accidentally turned in the same paper twice with a different cover sheet, because I didn't know. He's like, you know what? I had worked and turned in all 5 papers, and all 5 papers were 12 pages or more. The last one, apparently I had printed the wrong one. He's like, you know what? You put in more effort than most people, A. And I was like,
Love it when that
That's
happens.
great.
it was
What
like,
about-
thanks.
Yeah. What about you, Tatiana? Do you have any stories of any teachers?
I have like probably every single class I had like a different teacher, like weird. I had the lazy teacher for my English. She was in my first semester. I had a hippie teacher for my death and dying class. Mm-hmm. I had a racist teacher, like a down southern preacher, racist white teacher in my history course. And then I had like this woman, my English professor from last semester. She's like, she just became a mother or whatever. She just wants to be all motherly. And I'm like, you don't have to treat us like kids in this class. It's just weird. A lot of these kids are like 25. What are you doing? So I had a lot of professors like that, which is weird. But I think the one that gets me the most is my laziest teacher. She is extremely lazy, but she's very creative. Like having class in the cafeteria, that doesn't work, considering the fact that we have like probably 10,000, probably 12,000 people that are at MCC. And you just can't put 15 more people at and try to put tables together. You can't do that in a cafeteria.
Oh my.
She did that 3 times, but I love the way
3 times?
She did it 3 times. 3 times, like she'll have the note on the door, say, "Oh, yeah, I got lazy again. I got hungry. We're having a cafeteria, or we're having a different room." Yeah, she was fun. Like, I love the way she had her creative writing. She's the only professor that was actually really creative. Like, she'll give us a word and she'll just make us write off of it. Like, one time, our first essay was about summer. That's it. That's all she gave us, was summer. I talked about how I hate it, but and I got an A on that. So I was happy.
Let's kind of jump into the reason why everybody is watching the program today. I mean, of course, we really want to know about your experiences in your freshman year, but we want to really talk about the social life. The social life and some of the secrets that come along with the social life. So any brave souls want to go first and share any stories of something that happened in your first year college experience, social life, that you want to share with us?
I don't really have any stories, but you learn a lot of lingo. Like, you learn a lot, like the walk of shame type of thing. Because, everyone has freedom now, so everyone's doing different type of things. They're sneaking in alcohol, they're sneaking in drugs, they're sneaking in people in their rooms. And so it's a world of new things. So, like, with all the academics you get double times that with the social life. And it's crazy. And I remember, like, going to my first party at RIT campus, and it was like the Caribbean Bash type of thing, and so I was not.
I heard about this.
I heard about them.
If you know anything about the Caribbean and how they party,
I was not prepared. This is my first party ever, and so I'm going with my friends. I'm ready, and I have my ID, I have my money, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna have fun. And no, I went there for 10 minutes and then went home because I was just so appalled. Like,
Was it about the dancing?
it wasn't. The dancing was like
I
rape.
enjoy
let's
that.
just cut to it.
The dancing was like rape. And then the
I
girls,
enjoy dancing. It's
no,
fun.
Veronica, you didn't see this. Like, this girl
You didn't
literally,
see this.
this girl literally had on underwear. Like, I know what Spanx look like. I know what shorts look like. This girl had on underwear. How that got past is just unbelievable.
Because she had underwear and it got passed.
No, but then she took it off.
They say no shoes, no shirt, no
But
service.
just underwear. No, she had on like.
I think she had on a shirt and shoes
Yeah.
because that's the only way she got in.
And she walked in with underwear. And then there was another girl who just had on a bra. Like the really sparkled, bedazzled. Why do we sell those bras? She had that on. And so it was just so scary. And it was like really, I'm sorry. It was scary for me. And I wasn't prepared for that. And so the guys just grabbed the girls and it just looked like rape. And it was hard for me, so.
That's actually a really great segue. Let's get into a little bit of the advice that you have for our students who are either going into their freshman year in high school or in college. What do you guys think are some universal things that they need to know about these new levels, these new atmospheres that they will be in their life?
I think I had 2 pieces of advice. Somebody told me before I'd entered college or high school, first thing was try to meet a new person every single day. And
It's a good one.
partly because you never know when you run into someone and you're going to be by yourself and you need help. Partly because if you meet someone new every day, you always have a connection into another party or another place or another class or someone to sit with or just a friend that you never thought you would need or you want. And you just get to meet people. You get to expand your horizons. And the other piece of advice is if you do get into a situation like Jordanae where she was nervous and scared and ready to go, that's perfectly normal. You're not the only person going through that. And go out and have some fun. Like, you study so hard, you deserve it. Honestly, go out and have fun. Do something crazy. Cliff jump if you have to. Go driving in a blizzard. Go support your team.
What?
Do something crazy. Just have fun. Like, this is your time to live it.
The
Live it
blizzard
up.
thing just got me.
I ain't going out
I
there.
did that
I'll
a couple times.
I'll
It's
do a
fun.
cliff
Go
diving.
drifting. So, have fun.
Any of you other guys, do you have any advice for our students out there?
Well, for anybody that does go to MCC, use all your resources. Like, MCC has a center for every single course. You got a history center, you got a math center, you got an English center, you got a science center, you got an art center, you got a design center. You got everything. And also get to know your classmates, because my first semester I got really scared because all my classmates were like really older than me. They're like 23, 25. One was like 40 something. So I was like, I don't know how to talk to these people. They're weird. So
And that's good. A good point that you bring up, because one of the things I learned, I used to always go into situations like my first semester thinking like, just because somebody uses a big word or they talk a certain way or they say a fact that they may have just learned, a couple of minutes ago, I used to automatically think, oh my God, this person is so smart. How am I going to compete with that?
Yeah.
But really, at the end of the day, I mean, we're all people. We all learn something new every day. And the same way someone shares a fact with you, you can do the same thing right back. You just have to have confidence in yourself.
I would go along with Tatiana said, kind of accepting people, because when you come into college, you're not your same group of friends, the same kids from your neighborhood. These are kids all around the states a lot of times. And so what I learned is at RIT we have deaf people, we have blind people, we have people with different issues, different struggles, different backgrounds. And so just to be open to different personalities, different ways of communicating, different religions, just everything was so different about every individual I met there. And so just to find that common ground and really make a friend out of them.
I think the other but most important thing that I learned was you don't have to be who you always were. This is an opportunity for you to start over, to be different, or not even start over, to just have a fresh start. Maybe you didn't, no one knows that you did that embarrassing thing in high school. No one knows that your ex-boyfriend is now gay. I don't know, maybe he is, maybe he's not, No one knows these details about your life. It's an opportunity to start over and for you to tell them what they want to know. They don't have to know everything about your life because they didn't have to know you since they were 2 years old. You can have an opportunity to be crazy, to be studious, to be a nerd. Maybe you were a nerd in high school and now you're a jock. Maybe now you're in a frat or a sorority. Maybe now you're on a varsity team and you're devoted to doing that. Maybe now you're an artist that's coming out of her shell and showing everyone something. It's an opportunity to show who you are and how you are now, because you don't have to be who you always were.
Thank you. I hear the heavens coming down right now.
Isn't that so beautiful?
It's an opportunity to just be who you want to be. It's music to my ears.
It's true.
That's perfect.
I completely agree with that.
But before I forget, I want to make sure that we cover this before we end our show today. Talk to us a little bit about roommates and group projects, because those are two things that have huge misconceptions attached to them. So what were those things like for you, having someone that you now have to live with? And it may not just be one person, it may be 3 other people or 2 other people, and also
7 other
group
people.
work. How hard is it working with people with different attitudes, different feelings, all of that?
So I had an opportunity, unlike a lot of others. I lived in basically like 3 buildings my freshman year. So my first roommate and I was kind of how do I put this frankly? The devil. I'm just kidding. She was just.
I tried it.
She was just. We just didn't get along in a lot of ways. She had a very active lifestyle. When you talk about secrets, where she was kind of the hookup queen.
Oh, promiscuous.
Very promiscuous.
I like how you said that. You did her some justice. The hookup queen, guys.
17 guys in 17 days. But it was
God.
just a lot. It was just a lot for me, and it didn't end up working out. So I ended up moving in to a different dorm with a girl from my softball team, and that went a lot better. But my best friends lived in a suite, and there were 8 girls living together in one suite with 1 bathroom. Good luck with that one. But you learn a lot about yourself, and even though my roommate and I were very different again, I was a little bit more outgoing, she was a little bit shyer. She was more likely to stay at home, and I was more likely to go out and do something. We still got along because it was a good balance in a lot of ways. And yeah, it's going to be normal for you and your roommate to get into a fight about something because you're not going to agree on everything.
And the key thing you said was that you guys weren't 100% alike. I think that's one of the misconceptions that I talked about. Sometimes people think, a lot of students think if you don't get someone who's exactly like you because you think you're not going to fight at all, then, you think your whole experience is messed up. But it's not
Honestly,
like that.
Like the best relationship I think my friends had was my friend Dan and Alex were roomed together. Dan is a little bit much more laid back, but they both love to go out and do things. They're alike, but they're different at the same time. It's sometimes better to have a roommate that's completely different than you because it forces you to see things another way. Like, I liked my roommate because I love to go out, but sometimes I don't want to go out and do something. I can stay at home and watch with my roommate, and I don't have the pressure of her coming in or one or the other. We had that opportunity to be different and still get along. It was still kind of rough at some points. We did argue sometimes, but who doesn't, you know? You're like siblings. It's like siblings sharing a room, you know?
Yeah.
You argue sometimes.
Tatiana, group projects, go.
Group projects. I think my biggest one and my worst one at the same time was we had an assignment to, it was so confusing too. We had to do an essay and there's something called plan. I forgot what it even represents. I didn't like it anyways. And we had to make concept maps.
Okay.
Don't like concept maps. And then the essay had to be 2 pages long. But we had to talk about collaboration. We had to talk about working in a group. That's what the article was about, just working together. And so everybody else was using, I forgot what it was called again, like those PowerPoints that move. Was it Prezi?
Oh, Prezi.
Prezi.
Yep.
Everybody was
Love
using
Prezi.
Prezis. Like everybody in the entire class. I'm like, you know what? You have no idea what that is.
It is
You
it.
really need to start using that.
It's cool.
It's cool. But I was like, I'm not about to do that because, you know, that's not what I do. I don't follow everybody else.
It brings out the kid in you, though, because it's colors and shapes.
And then they
you-
move
and
all
then they
different
move,
ways.
and then it's
Yeah.
like,
Off the background.
woo, and
See,
it,
we don't do projects. I just take tests.
we all did. Oh, you go to one of those.
Right.
No, it's because of my major. I'm a science major. So you show up, you take your test, you go home. That's basically what it's
I
like.
went to science fair in high school once.
Yeah.
I love science,
I
but
didn't work in any group projects either.
oh gosh.
Other than like
One of the
labs
lucky
together.
But group projects really, I've done 3 group projects so far in my freshman year. And they weren't actually as bad as I thought they were going to be. My group, once we found out like what we actually wanted to do as our group project and like we got used to being around each other, we actually worked together pretty well. So I was thankful for that because group projects can go very negatively, very fast. Yeah.
For reals, though.
Yeah. What about you, Jordanae? Any horror stories?
No, for group projects, what I learned is that like you learn different ways to communicate with each other. So like the app GroupMe, we signed up for that and we all like would text each other, hey, we're gonna meet here, we're gonna meet there. So you just get really good at communication. And being that I did group projects a lot in high school, I now know my position. Like I'm really good at managing time and managing everyone. And so that's the role I kind of took in my group projects. And yeah, we had some people that was like slackers, but I had such strong groups most of the time. We would pick up for their slack and then like, you know,
Great.
I was really good at letting them know that they're slacking and we can't have that. So yeah, it was a success for me.
So guys, we seem to be running out of time here. I don't want to stop talking to you guys because this has been a great interview. But last chance message, I want you guys to tell us your summer plans and also any last pieces of advice that you have for our students out there. We'll start down here with Tatiana and work our way down.
So plans for my summer?
Yes.
I'm still going to be working with one of the fashion designers I was working with since like May. So I'm going to be working with him and I'm going to keep on working at my job and then I'm going to get ready for the fall semester. I really don't have that much advice right now, but.
Awesome.
Work on work. And then I'm going to play softball again over the summer, and I'm actually going up to New England next weekend to have a reunion with my friends since I haven't seen them in 6 or 7 weeks. I miss them.
Awesome. This is how college students relax.
Yeah, we work, we go up and talk to each other. And then my advice, again, is just enjoy yourself. Have fun. Study.
Be
Sometimes.
safe.
Be safe, yes.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Jordan?
My summer is looking like a bunch of summer programs. Like I'll be like camp counselor kind of thing at a couple of summer programs. Awesome. And also getting into my fall job, I'm going to be an RA at RAT, so residence advisor. So just, you know, breaking into finishing what I have already started this summer, then breaking into like fall responsibilities. And my biggest advice is just to be yourself and do not be afraid to go out and talk to people, because like 10 years from now, you're not going to care like who you said the wrong thing around or, you know, so just be who you are and explore.
I actually do have advice.
Oh, go ahead.
My one advice is please get a car. Don't be like me and try to take the bus and do your homework on the bus and try to go to work and do all that because it does not work. Does not work. So that's one of the things I'm trying to get my car.
Yeah.
Get a car,
Definitely.
people.
Get a car, people. Get a car. You heard it right here. I want to thank you guys so much for being here and helping us do this special edition of Talk Back for Teens. We wish you well and success in all your endeavors for the summer and for your upcoming school year. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks.
We want to also thank all of you guys out there at home for watching, whether you're watching on your televisions or on your computer screens. Remember, you can go check us out at talkbackforteens.com, talkback4teens.com, and you can also check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at talkback4teens. Thank you guys. Over and out.
Shine my shoes, brother.
No one wants to go to class at 7 o'clock at night.
Andrew Wiggins.
No. You sure? We can slide it in there. Sorry.
Andrew Wiggins, this is the one. He's a Canadian.
Uh-huh.
He was just drafted into the
Squirrel, I need you. I don't think that I want to be you. I hate everybody. Get out of my kitchen. Lay down in the forest. Live with my affliction. I cannot breathe when you're there. I can't see when you're smiling to me.
17, guys.
Try to smile back.
Oh wait, you guys, you all get nervous.
No, that's huge. That's good. That's a light story. Because I just pulled you. I can see that. I can see it all on you. Perfect. A teacher from this lady was from hell.
Climbing, sun shining, keeping my head warm. Trying, timing, boy, you have been warned. I hate all the people. Get out of my bedroom. This was unforeseeable. Aching to be near you. I cannot breathe when you're there. I can't see when you're smiling to me, and I try to smile back, but my lips hurt when I do. My lips
That's the
hurt
hardest thing
when
for
I do. My lips hurt when I smile. 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 My lips hurt when I smile.
Do something crazy. Have fun. Like,
Touch that thing.
This is what college is about.
Bass. Oh, hey.
like applause. Really early. Look it up. And a hustle.
Of course.
Sure thing.
I tried.
That's not good. Not at all.
Nothing else matters.